We went to outside the Metropolitan Detention Center there in Brooklyn, where Maduro and his wife is being held, and we were there basically with a megaphone saying, hey, we support you. You know, you were illegally kidnapped. You should not be here.
Okay, what do you think about what's happening at the Metropolitan Detention Center in LA down the street?
Well, that's a whole other thing, is that, ICE, people, if they come to this country, they have a right to be here. Deportations has been a problem for a long time under both Democratic and Republican administrations. As a matter of fact, a lot of people don't realize that, Obama deported a lot more people than his predecessor did, who was a Republican. Mm-hmm. So, Trump's deported a lot of people. I mean, they're all guilty of deporting people. They're all guilty of war crimes.
They're all guilty of APAC.
They're all guilty of APAC, exactly.
Okay.
And Democrats are complicit too. I mean, with the exception of maybe Ro Khanna, who recently came out calling for actually the kind of thing that we're calling for, that we do need a nonpartisan coalition movement, a grassroots movement, to make these kinds of demands. It's kind of shocking that he came out and said that, but he did. It's very, very rare. Just like he and Thomas Massie, a Republican, they're the ones that were responsible for getting at least some more of the Epstein files out than what we had before. So we're at a point now where we could, if there was enough of us, we could demand a government action that works for us. Right? We could scare them enough. I mean, and the fact that I know that that's true is that there's a media blackout right now about what's going on in Israel and Iran. You're not going to hear about the successes that Iran is actually having in this war. The equivalent of the U.S. Pentagon was destroyed on Thursday by Iran. 1,900 missiles destroyed it. And it was done so well strategically that apparently nothing happened outside of the complex, because it's in an urban area or something like that. It just knocked out the complex. Brains of the military operation apparently were destroyed. So that's why you don't hear about it, because the U.S. and Israel are failing.
Yeah, Israel's having a tough time, and Iran they're fighting like the lions, the warriors.
I think what happened is they seriously underestimated the power of the Iranian army right now. I think they were assuming that it was on the same level as 2003, when the Iraq and Afghanistan war was going on. They've advanced so much more since that time. And you're not going to hear about that in mainstream media or any media, really, for the most part. It's going to be a blackout. We need to get the truth as much as possible. Okay. But fortunately, we have the internet and options for other podcasts like
Fight
yours.
for the truth.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I mean, independent media makes a big difference, like what you're doing and what all of us are doing.
Absolutely.
I think it all makes a difference.